Being a new mom can be a challenging experience. Most often, no one tells you that an instability of emotions could come along with this experience. And even the journey of these emotions start right from pregnancy. Some new moms may even feel overwhelmed, extremely sad, always anxious, and sometimes feel worthless or hopeless. So, if you ever felt like any of what I've just mentioned, or if you know anyone that is showing signs or symptoms of what I've just mentioned, this video is for you. Hi, I'm AC Hatto, a licensed clinical health psychologist, and I make mental health education videos. This channel is a community of like minded people who are on a journey to create awareness of mental health with the hope to break the stigma that surrounds it. So, if this sounds like you, join the family by hitting the like button and subscribing to this channel. In doing so, this video will be able to reach a much wider audience. So, today we'll be talking about postpartum depression, a condition that affects many moms, yet is often misunderstood and often unspoken. Our discussion will shed light on the topic, and along the line, I will briefly explain what perinatal and postpartum psychosis is. Please note that all this form of depression that I've just mentioned are all associated with pregnancy and could carry on even after childbirth. So, perinatal and postpartum depression are types of depression that occur during pregnancy or in the first few weeks or months following childbirth. The perinatal aspect has to do with depression during pregnancy, while the postpartum has to do with depression after delivery. So, all these are mental health conditions that can affect any woman at all. It's no respecter of persons, meaning that it can affect any woman at all, regardless of their ethnic background, their race, their age, or even their social economic status. It doesn't respect the poor or the rich. Now, let's face the reality. Society and culture often expect us to feel a sense of joy and fulfillment when a baby arrives in the home. After all, you just brought another human being into this world, right? But while many mothers experience joy and a sense of fulfillment expected, some may also feel overwhelming sadness, anger, anxiety. They may eat or sleep too little or too much, or even lose interest in activities that they once enjoyed. Does any of these symptoms resonate with you or someone that you know? If so, let me know in the comment section. So, anytime you spot the signs that I've just mentioned, know that this might be perinatal or postpartum depression that is knocking at your door. Let me make a clarification here. There's something we call baby blues that a woman experiences mostly after giving birth, and this is totally different from postpartum depression. So, let me briefly explain the difference between postpartum depression and the regular baby blues that I've just mentioned. Baby blues or postpartum blues are a common and temporary condition that affects many mothers. It usually occurs within the first few days after childbirth and typically goes away after 2 weeks. Baby blues are considered a milder form of emotional adjustment and are mostly caused by hormonal changes, fatigue, and the challenges of, say, adapting to motherhood. Symptoms that come with baby blues include mood swings, tearfulness, irritability, and difficulty sleeping. Note that these symptoms are generally mild and do not significantly interfere with the daily functioning. That being said, for perinatal depression, the symptoms occur during pregnancy. The common symptoms are extreme and persistent sadness, irritability, loss of interest in activities that were once enjoyable, changes in appetite or sleep pattern, fatigue, feelings of guilt or worthlessness, difficulty concentrating, and sometimes thoughts of self harm or suicide. For us to diagnose you of postpartum depression, the symptoms should emerge within 4 to say 1 year after delivery. With this one, the diagnostic criteria or symptoms are similar to those for perinatal depression that I just discussed earlier, and usually include persistent symptoms that significantly interferes with daily functioning and cause distress to the individual. Now, let me give you an example of how postpartum depression might present itself. So imagine waking up every day as a new mom and feeling a heavy weight on your shoulder and being unable to find the motivation to get out of bed, to even brush your teeth or take your bath or even care for yourself, let alone have the energy to take care of your precious little baby. You might find yourself crying always feeling alone and questioning your abilities as a mother. You might even say to yourself that you are worthless and not good enough to be a mother. So, in the worst case, you might feel like harming yourself or your baby. This is what we refer to as postpartum psychosis. Postpartum psychosis is termed a medical emergency. It's a point where you may begin to hear voices, very loud voices, telling you to say, harm yourself or your baby. When you start hearing these loud voices telling you to harm yourself or to harm your baby, it's very important to seek immediate medical help. An example of this could be, say, constantly hearing voices telling you to throw away your baby or to drive yourself and your baby into a wall and just die. At a point, you could even feel like drowning your baby, or if you have other children, you feel like drowning them into a river. You could sometimes feel so disconnected that the thoughts will tell you to say, catch yourself and cut your babies into pieces just to see if there will be a blood flow. As I mentioned earlier, this is a medical emergency and you should seek medical care immediately if you spot any of the signs. Now, you might be wondering what causes perinatal, postpartum, or postpartum psychosis that I've just mentioned. It is not because of any fault or curse from a mother or anything like that. Most often, these conditions are caused by hormonal changes. This could be changes in, say, estrogen and progesterone levels. Also, constant sleep deprivation and the many emotional adjustments that come with becoming a parent can all play a role in triggering this condition. The good news is that these conditions are treatable. Various treatment options are available, from counseling and therapy to medications and even lifestyle changes. Medications such as antidepressants can be very effective in treating this condition. It's important to discuss the treatment options with your healthcare provider and find what works best for you. So, if you are watching this and you have a mother, a sister, or a wife, or you're a woman yourself showing any of these signs or symptoms, know that you are not alone, and seeking support is very important and not a sign of weakness but strength. In a few weeks, I'll be having a live session here on my channel to thoroughly discuss this topic of postpartum depression. I'll be doing this with other mental health professionals. So you can send in your questions to the email that I'll provide in the comment section so that you can send in your questions and we'll have them answered. Before then, let's then discuss some few things you should do to help yourself or your loved one to manage postpartum depression alongside therapy. The first is to connect with loved ones, friends, or support groups who can provide understanding, empathy, and practical assistance. The thing is, sharing your feelings and experiences with others who have gone through similar challenges can help alleviate the feelings of isolation. Another strategy is to create a structured daily routine. This may include regular sleep patterns, healthy meals, and even exercise. Another way is to delegate and ask for help. It's okay to ask for help and delegate tasks to others. Please share the responsibilities of childcare, household chores, or even errands with your partner, your family members, or your close friends. Don't hesitate to seek assistance when you need it because it is very important. The next is to practice stress management techniques. Incorporating stress managing techniques into your daily routine, such as deep breathing exercises, gentle stretching, or journaling, or listening to calming music, can all be helpful. Another effective strategy is to make self care a priority by taking time for yourself, even if it's just a few minutes a day. Engage in activities that brings you joy, relaxation, and a sense of fulfillment. This could include taking a warm bath, reading a book, practicing mindfulness, or even pursuing a hobby. Most importantly, seek professional help. Reach out to healthcare professionals such as therapists, psychologists, psychiatrists, or even counselors who specialize in this field of postpartum depression. They can provide appropriate guidance, therapy, and if necessary, prescribe medications to support your recovery. That will be all for today. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with others. In doing so, this video will reach a much wider audience, and this could help educate more people on mental health and help break the stigma that surrounds it. I love reading your comments and I take time to respond to every comment. So please feel free to share your experiences in the comments below so that others can benefit and feel supported. Until next time, I wish you a great day. Bye.